From Fox 55 Fort Wayne, this is a Severe Weather Center update.
Good afternoon, I'm Kelsey Mannix. Well, the snow is still falling across northeast Indiana today, and our team coverage of this storm continues. We have Drew Fry out in the field today. But first, we're going to be in the studio here with meteorologist Beverly Perry with the latest details on what we can expect over the next few hours. Beverly.
Yes, what you can expect over the next few hours is this light, fine, fluffy snow continuing to work across the region. It's going to be the case as we progress through basically the rest of the afternoon and into the early evening hours. We have 11 inches of snow so far. This is since yesterday for Wallen, Salem Center, just a little bit over 10 inches, a little bit over 9 in LaGrange, Columbia City. A little over 8.5 inches so far, and Green Center in Noble County, a little over 8 inches. And again, this is not said and done whatsoever. We're still seeing light snow. Most of this, as a matter of fact, is light snow. However, we've seen some banding features with more moderate snow, about 1/2 inch per hour. So nothing as extreme as what we had yesterday. So a lot of light snow is what we're seeing right here, these lighter blues across the area. So Angola, Kendallville, Walkerville, you're seeing light snow, including LaGrange. A little bit of a pocket of more moderate snow right between Tri-Lakes and Columbia City, about 1/2 inch per hour there. Fort Wayne, mostly in light snow. You're seeing that towards Woodburn and Monroeville, as well as Ossian and Preble. Also towards our southern tier counties, light snow. And again, this is a fluffy snow that's really blowing out there, and it's creating some hazardous conditions nonetheless yet again today, reducing the visibility right around in about a mile or less in some locations, about 1.2 towards Decatur. But nonetheless, this blowing snow is going to be an issue for basically the rest of the afternoon and through the evening hours until this wind finally subsides later on tonight. But nonetheless, we do have travel alerts that extend across the area, more or less some travel warnings. And more details on that, I'm going to toss it outside to Drew, has the latest on our travel.
Yeah, so Beverly, I'm standing out next to NDOT with my back to the expressway behind me, that on-ramp to get onto I-69, which, if you can see, it's a little bit more dead than usual. That's because, as you mentioned, Allen County is still in the midst of that travel warning, which means that nobody who doesn't have to be, only emergency management services people, should be out on the roads if you can help it. So, of course, NDOT plows on the roads. But as you can see, snow is still falling. So I brought my ruler with me once again. Let's take a look. Beverly, I know you mentioned some of the snowfall that we've seen. I'm going to just see. This is untouched snow. I've been making the first set of footprints. So over the past several days, it's still going down there. This is about 8 inches right here out in front of the NDOT headquarters. And as you mentioned, just more and more still falling. We are certainly not done yet. If you take a look at some of the video that we've been gathering around from earlier today, Fox 55 team coverage. Plows still out on the road, still trying to take care of whatever they can, working to clear the roadways. And with those travel warnings I mentioned across the region, they have plenty of space to do so. Not as many cars out there on the road. Bernie Byer with the Department of Homeland Security says he only knew of one crash overnight, which he says is uncommonly low.
It's unrealistic to think we can keep the whole city locked down until the roads are back to their normal condition, dry and clear. That's just not reasonable. It's wintertime in Indiana, but we'll have had time to make it as safe as we can for a day and get folks back out there if they really have to.
Allen County is still in that travel warning, which means only emergency management workers should be out driving on the roads right now. The only counties in our area currently with slightly lesser travel watches are Wells County, DeKalb County, and Steuben County. Now, Byer says that Allen County, they're going to continue to reassess. He doesn't know exactly when this warning will end and when people can hit the roads. Of course, when people can hit the roads doesn't mean that people necessarily should hit the roads. He does say, though, he is a little bit optimistic about tomorrow. While they are going to continue to reassess and figure this out in the meantime, Byer says he already has his lunch packed, so he's feeling good about that. Reporting live here in Fort Wayne, I'm Drew Fry, Fox 55 News.
Thanks so much for that, Drew. For the latest closings, cancellations, and updates, make sure to stick with Fox 55 online at WFFT.com and download our severe weather app. Also, be sure to send us your snow photos and videos. We love to see those. There's a link for that online at WFFT.com/share-it, or you can send them to us on social media. As Drew said, we still have travel advisories out, so please do not go out. The roads are still pretty slick and slushy. We will have another update for you on air coming up at 4 o'clock.
This has been a severe weather alert from the Fox 55 Severe Weather Center.